Welcome back to MKE Gadgets. Today we're going to talk about oil cans. Here's a few of the oil cans I've collected over the last few years at flea markets. There's been a lot of talk about the Eagle 66 oil can. They're beautifully designed, brass construction so they won't rust. They have these ridges in there and a trigger pump that kind of fits nice in your hand. And it's really nice when you want to put a little oil on a drill or a tap. You can pinpoint with the pump the amount of oil and the location. So these are highly sought after. These are the Eagle 33 all-purpose oiler pump. Very similar to the Eagle 66, except for it's not brass and has a different pump feature, which I don't like as much. What I do like about these is the wider base, so when you set them down, they don't fall over. When I found this at a flea market, I was really excited because of how wide the base is. With the wide base, it won't tip over as easy as the brass Eagle 66s. This one has a base that can be removed, and you can see without the base how easy this would tip. On my lathe, I have a oil cup that's in the back of the cabinet. I bought this oil can with the extended reach, so it gets in there really nice. This is a wash down bottle, and these are nice because they're plastic, they won't rust, they won't dent. And I use this for oil for my lathe and for my milling machine. I have 4 of these for the 4 different types of oil I use on them. And this one I bought this last summer. You can see the old Eagle 66 on there. And the interesting thing about this is it's never been used. If it was ever used, the gasket would have been stained. And inside is brand new. This gem, I paid $15. Now most of these oil cans I get at flea markets, I pay between $5 and $15. You can see in these 2 oil cans, the wider base on the one on the left and the 66 narrow base. Again, this is easy to tip over. And a lot of people have tried different things on making them so they're anti-tip. Well, today, I show you my version. 2 pieces that were 3D printed out of PLA. The first piece, the top, has a slack so it can slide over the trigger. Then slides right into the base. It's a press-on fit. It won't fall off. So now as you set your oil can down, it has a wider base and hopefully it won't tip. The base is just a little wider than this one. Look at the cover here, you can see a couple dings, and I'm guessing that's from where it fell over. With this base on there, hopefully the problem's eliminated. There's another nice feature about these oil cans I really like, and for that, let's go to the lathe. So whenever I need to add oil to my oil cans, I like to do it in a lathe. That way if I drip any, it's okay to get in a lathe because it can use a little oil anyways. So with these style of oil cans with the pump, and you lift this up, and you remove the whole pumping mechanism, and you can see how that's dripping there. And you have to set that down, so you gotta get a piece of paper towel in or clear off an area, and then pour the oil in there, and then put the top back on. So that's kind of like a negative here. But on the Eagle 66, you unscrew the cover and the pump stays intact. Now you can set the cover down, maybe it'll drip a drop of oil or so, but you're not gonna get a lot of oil loss. When you change the oil, there's always a little bit left in the bottle. So what I like to do, take the cover off, put the oil bottle upside down and just let it sit on my lathe there. Now you let the oil sit, it will all drain out. If the oil bottle would fall over, it's just going to oil your lathe once again. So it's another reason really to like these oil cans. So those are a few of the reasons why I really prefer the Eagle 66 oil can over other oil cans. Brass construction, won't rust, timeless design, finger pump, controller. You take the top off and you don't spill oil all over, but the only shortfall that they tipped over, not no more. So today, we fixed the problem that has plagued mankind since the invention of the oil can. Look down below and there'll be a link to Thingiverse where I have the models on there. You can make this for yourself. If you don't have a 3D printer, chances are you might know somebody. Ask your friends, neighbors, your kids, or your grandchildren, because a lot of schools now have 3D printers in there. I hope you enjoyed this. As always, thank you for viewing. Share this with your friends. Please subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.